What's going on, guys? This is White Feather 83. I'm just going to do a little video about what I keep in my bug out bag. First and foremost, let's talk about the bag. We'll go ahead and get this out of the way. I got this. I was a mechanic by trade, still am a mechanic, but I bought this off of the Snap-on truck. This is a Snap-on bag. This thing is really freaking awesome. It's got these really heavy-duty hooks that kind of help everything stay together. And it's just a fantastic bag. It's got great quality built into it. I haven't had any issues with this thing. The only problem I've had is this little ring right here. It can come out every once in a while. It's fairly easy to put back in though. But that makes it really nice to hold on to if you get tired of holding it on your shoulders because it can get kind of heavy. But it does a good job. And I actually got this for free. It's pretty awesome too. Score for me. Alright, so I guess we'll start down here at the very end. First thing you got to have in the bag, in my opinion, is food. You can't live without food and something to cook it in. So I've got my pot here that also contains, some gloves, my mechanic's gloves, a pair of boxer shorts, a t-shirt or a long sleeve t-shirt, and then an extra pair of socks. You never know when you could use those. Another thing, we got our ramen noodles here. Who doesn't like ramen? These things are awesome and they're cheap and they last a long time. The seasoning in here, you can also use that if you catch wild game or whatever to season the meat as well. It actually works out pretty good. A couple things of treat meat. This stuff's like $1 a can and it lasts forever and it's not too bad if you know how to cook it. And it's just to get you by. Some candy, if you just as a morale booster, it's good stuff. A couple extra calories and a 5-hour energy in there too. And then I got this thing here. I bought this years ago and have obviously never have eaten it. So I have no clue what this tastes like, and hopefully I'll never find out. But anyway, I bought that. I thought it was a cool little thing to throw in the bag. Another thing, this is the most important bag to me, personally, because every day I've got to brush my teeth. The struggle is real. I'm not one of those people that gets up in the morning, eats breakfast. The first thing I do when I wake up, I brush my teeth every morning and every night. But I try to brush my teeth, and if I am anywhere without a toothbrush and toothpaste, I'm lost. I get ingrown toenails, which is kind of gross. Ooh, yuck. And if you have to walk, and I'm stuck somewhere and I have to walk, the car's out of gas, or EMP hits, or the zombies are attacking, I'm not going to be somewhere and limping around because I've got an ingrown toenail. In this little bag, I've got chapstick, fork and spoon, a ball of twine. This can be used for all kinds of things. You can use this a fire starter. I actually can use this in correlation with one of my cleaning kits over here. This little guy, there's a thing inside of here that I can use to stick the twine through, put a piece of cotton or a rag on the end and swab it through my barrel of my gun. Just a little cool cleaning kit. I think this was an AK cleaning kit, but it works for me, so we use it. And it's small and compact. Not a great big thing. Anything else I need to go in the bag? I've got a little paracord bracelet that we made years ago. Oh, and a compass. This compass actually has, if I'm not mistaken, a magnifying glass on it as well. Right here. And so, in the event of emergency, I need to start a fire. I might be able to start it with this. I don't know. It's pretty cool, though. I do have a map inside of my car that I keep with me everywhere I go. So, all right, going on down. We don't worry about closing that. I got a poncho in case it's raining, whatever. Those are always good to have, and they're cheap to throw in there. They don't take up any space. Use them as a tent, keep you dry. I've got a knife sharpener. I've used this one a couple of different times. It works really well. Then your average buck knife. It works good. It's good and solid. You can use this little hammer for chopping sticks and things like that, whatever you need to do, getting kindling or whatever. And for skinning game, this knife is exceptionally sharp and is easy to sharpen. This is the easiest knife I've got to actually sharpen, and that's one reason why I like it. Little saw that I've had since I was like 10 or 12 years old. I cut down some massive trees with this little saw, my dad can tell you. Anyway, I got in trouble a couple of times with this saw when I was a kid. But it goes with me everywhere I go, and I love it. The best pair of pliers that I've ever owned in my life. These are Matco, I just call them alligator jaw pliers. They've got a wire stripper, wire cutter, and you can grip anything with this. These things can be used for a multitude of things. Let's see here. I've got my Gerber multiplier. I just picked this up the other day, so I'm just learning how to use it. It's kind of new to me. I'm used to Leathermans, but this is a good tool. I thought it was cool in a pinch. It'd be nice to have, so very nice. Now, this is my Benchmade Infidel switchblade, whatever. The only thing this is good for is a fighting knife, if even that. It's kind of just a showpiece, a little toy, an expensive toy. But yeah, I keep that in there for whatever use. What else here? I've got a little flashlight that is charged by motion. Doing that, if you don't have any batteries, your batteries run low. If I'm stuck out for a while, I'll be able to have at least a little bit of light. It's not dark in here, but it actually puts off a decent amount of light for a little cheap flashlight. Then my other little flashlight, bought this off eBay for like $6, and I've got a ton of the 18650 batteries from when I used to use a vaporizer, and they all work in this. So it's fairly bright too, you know. See, it's pretty bright. Let's see, fishing line and a couple of hooks, water bottles. I keep 2 liters of water with me. If I figured I don't have a water filtration system, but if I can start a fire, I can use charcoal and sand to make a filter out of one of the bottles, and be able to filter water with one of these. Speaking of fire starters, you got to have lighters. I've got lighters and candles. And I've got, this is actually some oil for my gun, but if you're in the pinch, you can use this to help start a fire. WD-40 for my guns or starting fires, whatever. What else we got here? A bunch of stuff. I've got my 500 rounds of Winchester M22 ammunition. It's very reliable. I bought a ton of this stuff back before all this crap happened and it was gone. And I keep this with me. This is a Ruger. Just double safety check it. It's clear for all you people out there. They're freaks. Gun's clear. Safe to fire. Yeah. This is a great gun. I can shoot accurately with this pistol 30 yards away. I mean, I've killed squirrels with this gun from that distance. It's just phenomenal. A couple magazines here. My AR-15, which is a 6-hour E400. This gun has been phenomenal. I paid a little bit too much money for it when I first, because I bought it right when the scare was going on. I think I paid $1,200 for this gun and a bag. I feel stupid for saying that, but look, it's not worth that much now. But to me, this has been the best AR-15 that I've ever owned. It's a direct impingement. I've got a little cheap red dot on there, which I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that or not. I'll go with something different. But this has been a phenomenal gun. Eats every bit of ammunition that I put into it. It's just like, it's uber reliable. Got a little QD sling on here. It comes off and on, whatever. Yeah. Got an AR-15 tool. Use this a couple of different times building ARs. It's good for a lot of different guns. AR-15 brush. Let's see, and I keep 10 magazines, 30-round mags loaded, a couple P mags mixed in with some GI mags, and I've got one 40-round mag that I keep with me. All these are loaded, ready to go. Coming along here, we've got a, this is actually like it's a strap, but this could be used as a tourniquet because of the buckle system that it uses. It works really good and holds things really tight, and it's really strong material. Got a first aid kit with a necessary stuff in there, your gloves, Q-tips, all that junk. Hopefully you won't be needing this, but if you need it, it's always good to have it. Some wet naps. You need to wipe your butt and whatever. All different kinds of medication. I got Tylenol, Modem 80 in case I get sick. All different kinds of stuff in there. I've even got some amoxicillin in here as well, so it works out pretty good. Medical blowout kit, military style. It's just got gauze and things like that. Some tape. This is painter's tape. It holds very well. It's easy to work with. I'm probably going to use duct tape instead in the future, but this is what I've got right now, and it works. A really good flashlight. This is a Streamlight Stinger. I've had this light for 6 or 7 years now, and it's beat up. It actually got run over by a Peterbilt truck going down the road. It came apart in a million pieces. You can see it's not lined up exactly where it was, but I put everything back together, and guess what? This light still works. This thing has been phenomenal. It's rechargeable. I keep the charger in my car, and it stays plugged in. A couple extra 100 rounds of ammunition. God forbid I need to use them, but they're there if I need them. I've got a really nice 6-hour range bag that goes with me everywhere I go. And but yeah, this is pretty much it, guys. This is my bug out kit, bag, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to do an everyday carry here pretty soon. Just to show you guys, a lot of people like those videos, so we'll see. But this is what I carry in my bug out bag, guys. Got any suggestions or comments, just let me know. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Have a good day, guys, and be safe.